Hey guys, this is just Tia back with another video. On today's video, I'm going to tell you and talk to you about how I eat on a typical day. Lately, a lot of my friends and family have asked me, how is it that I'm losing my weight? What am I eating? And so I'm going to break it down to you what I typically eat, and so I can give you some suggestions and ideas of what you can do in order to start your weight loss and wellness journey. So for instance, on breakfast, now for typically on breakfast, sometimes I won't eat breakfast, honestly. Sometimes I'll fast and I'll wait to eat until like lunch, okay? Or if I do eat breakfast and say like, for instance, I'm on the go, I'm on my way to work or something in the morning, and I just need something to, hold me over until lunch, I'll go to H-E-B and get these Jimmy Dean breakfast like in a bowl cup, and usually what's in them is like you can get the one with turkey sausage with egg whites and cheese, or I usually get the sausage one with eggs and cheese in it too. And it takes about 2 minutes for you to put everything in the packet, warm it up, stir it around, and then warm it up again. It's really quick, it's pretty filling, and it's not a lot of calories as well. So that's another thing I do. And these work really, really well. Once again, I get this from H-E-B, my local grocery store, and that's pretty much it with that. But if you don't have that, another thing I'll do is get like turkey bacon or just regular bacon with scrambled eggs or one fried egg. And when I fry my eggs, I will fry them in olive oil, and I really like that cooking oil, olive oil. And so that's what I'll do. And then another thing I like to do is sausage links, so breakfast sausage links. Kielbasa has a breakfast link that I really love and enjoy. It takes about 9 to 10 minutes to cook, and I'll top that with some, I'll cook that with some scrambled egg, or you can have a boiled egg with it, and there you go. So I really typically try to avoid eating bread for breakfast, unless I'm gonna do something like a carb-sense tortilla, which is low in carbs and sugar. From where I'm from, we have a lot of taco shops, and everybody likes to eat breakfast taco. I mean, if you're in an office or at a job in the area that I'm located in, more times than not, you're gonna have someone go to Bill Miller's or something like that and order some breakfast taco from a Mexican restaurant. And that was all fine and dandy. I used to do that every single day, pretty much, eat breakfast tacos, but it has a lot of stuff. Like the tortillas are not good for you. They have a lot of white flour and a lot of refined sugars in them. And before you know it, you'll be just like, whoa, okay? So I don't eat breakfast tacos unless I make them myself, okay? So that's one thing. Another thing that I like to eat for breakfast is a yogurt called Too Good. It's really good if you're on keto or low carb, especially because it's low in sugar, only 2 grams. So it's 2 grams of sugar. That's why it's called Too Good. And they have different flavors like strawberry, blueberry. I believe there's a lemon or lime coconut flavor one too. So what you can do is get that, top it with some granola, and bam, you are set to go. So that's another one that I absolutely enjoy, okay? If you're into smoothies, you can do some berries, like some strawberries or blueberries, mixing up with some coconut milk or water, and bam, you got a smoothie, a breakfast smoothie. I typically try to avoid fruits like apples and bananas and grapes because there are a lot more sugar content in those fruits. So that's just my thing, okay? But if you're not needing to watch your sugar as much like that in the morning, you can go ahead and have all those other fruits in your smoothie, or just as a side piece for your breakfast on that day. There's also, I would say, cereals that are out there. I've tried a couple of them. They're not my favorite. I've never really been a person that woke up in the morning and had cereal for breakfast, but if you're someone that likes cereal, you can check out keto brand cereals, because they can help you with carbs and the sugar amount. And for me personally, when it concerns my diet, I won't say that I'm totally low carb. At the end of the day, do what's best for you and what's working for you. And also, if you like the content so far, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like and share. Thanks so much. All right, so for lunch, Now, lunch can be kind of a tough one because most of the time, if you're working outside of the home, you probably want to get something from a fast food joint. And I would say, though, to kind of steer clear from that, especially when you're beginning your weight loss journey, because quite frankly, you don't know what's in those items when they cook those, meals, but you will know more or less what's in the items that you cook, okay? So if you can, try to meal prep. I've tried that before. Meal prepping doesn't really necessarily work for me, but it might work for you when it concerns like getting your lunches together for work or whatever the case may be, okay? So typically for lunch, like for instance, yesterday I had got a salad from H-E-B. These salads are about $3 and it had lettuce, some corn, some chicken, and some cheese, okay? It came with a chipotle type of ranch sauce and it was actually pretty good. It's low in calories as well. And I also ate some kettle jalapeno chips with that. But when you eat chips, for me, I know especially, you have to watch the serving. So you want to try to stay within the serving count of the chips, okay? Because if you go over that, you're gonna add more carbs and more sugar and all of that. I will say for a low carb lifestyle, or what I've been doing for the most part, I have been eating chips, but like I said, I will do the serving amount. And if I do eat chips, I will try to do it for lunch, not necessarily for dinner, okay? Especially if you're gonna eat a late dinner, you don't wanna really eat chips and all that late at night, okay? Especially when you're starting off. Now, maybe later on in your journey, when you've lost a substantial amount of weight, you can do that, but for me, I really try not to do that, okay? So I have the salad, I have the serving of chips, and then I had a sugar-free sparkling water that we usually get from Sam's. We love this sparkling water, and they have assorted flavors. I had the classic lemonade one, and it's really, really good. It literally tastes like lemonade that's been sparkled. Okay, so if you like that, that's a good alternative when it comes to water, because of course, a lot of people will say, you'll hear this over and over again, that you need to drink water, and you do. I will say that it is hard to drink water on a consistent basis, and maybe you can put a timer on your watch or on your phone to remind you to drink water, or a lot of times people get those gallon of waters and outline the whole day on how to stop and drink the water. So definitely try to do that. When it concerns lunch though, typically just try to have protein like fish, baked fish, grilled fish, baked chicken, grilled chicken. Pretty much you want to stay away from fried and overly saturated, greasy food, and a breaded food as well, okay? And then also pair it with a vegetable like broccoli or green beans or asparagus or Brussels sprouts, or you can have beans, like you can have black beans with chicken, or you can have brown rice. I would suggest brown rice instead of white rice, okay? If you have blood sugar problems, you want to do brown rice, because white rice is going to blend in your sugar a lot quicker than brown rice, okay? So those are some options when it comes to lunch. Now, dinner is pretty much the same as lunch, right? You want to have your protein, you want to have your fish, your chicken. You can eat beef if you want. I try to stay away from beef for the most part. I mean, we'll have burgers and we'll use the whole wheat bun as well. Like for dinner we had last night, we had a hamburger with a whole wheat bun, topped with off some bacon, lettuce, and cheese, okay? And also French fries, we use cauliflower tots, these are great alternative for people who wants to stay away from the starchy potatoes. Try the cauliflower tots. They also have veggie fries out there. There's a lot of alternatives now, because I think the market is understanding that people are trying to eat healthier and do right, and so there's a market now for it, and so people are buying it, and so there's more out there for you. Now, I will say though that typically these items like cauliflower tater tots and veggie French fries, they're gonna cost a little bit more than just your regular potato, okay, French fries, okay? But overall, it's gonna benefit you in the long run, because you're gonna lose the weight and you're gonna feel a lot better, okay? And another thing when it concerns like dessert, sometimes I will have a dessert, and what I really like to do is have about 3 or 4 spoonful of ice cream. And I like to use keto ice cream. I love all the flavors, pretty much I've tried them all. And I like Rebel as well. I've not really tried Enlightened before, but I do like Rebel and keto. And you can also have sugar-free cookies is something that we eat a lot as well. So yeah, those are some of the options that you can do. But also comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. There will be more content like this, like what I eat in a day, you know, grocery hauls, stuff like that. So if you enjoyed this channel and if you enjoyed the content, let me know and I'll see you then. Thanks, guys.